Capricorn, hello beautiful. Melissa here to do your timeless love reading. This is for any placement of Capricorn. Cross watchers are also welcome here. I am going to speak to you like you're a Capricorn sun sign, however. This is a love reading and we're going to be looking at the energy that you bring to the connection, the energy the person you have in mind brings, as well as a potential outcome and an overarching energy, anywhere from single to married and anywhere in between. And just whomever you have on that gorgeous Capricorn, capybara, that's what keeps coming through. Capricorn brain of yours, capybara. All right, here we go. Capybara, that's a little animal. I know that it's come up for you guys before. I don't know if one of you actually has a capybara, or if that's somebody calls you a capybara because you're a Capricorn. I don't know, it's cute. They're little cute, little weird animals, okay? Whoop. The energy you bring to the connection is the Knight of Swords. Moving quickly. The person you have in mind, not moving quickly. But the Ten of Pentacles is the outcome. Yowza, a lot of passion, a lot of excitement, and a lot of stability in this connection. I don't think we see that right now. I do feel like we're coming to a finish line that we maybe had not previously seen. Because I feel like there's been some pain, heartache, toxicity, whatever. Toxicity, I hate that word, I don't know why. Because it's about being unhealed. It's not necessarily like there's nobody that's just like vile. It's like two people that were unhealed is what I'm getting right now. And I do feel like regardless, there's a lot of passion here. Again, you may not know who this is and you both have been through things separately. Of course, we all go through things that are heartbreaking and trauma and things that make you feel the need to kind of like fend for yourself. And I'm seeing like you kind of avoiding heartbreak at this time. You've had to do that, or you've kind of been on the defense is what I'm getting, trying to avoid being hurt. The energy you bring to the connection is the Knight of Swords. I'm going to need to clarify him to get any more energy on that. I do feel like your person is feeling in the dark right now, and but I do feel like there's a good outcome here with the Ten of Pentacles. Definitely could be dealing with Sagittarius or a Pisces or a Gemini. Or another Capricorn is pretty strong as well. I did see Cancer in here too. All right. Oh, Capricorn. Well, buddies, I see all this potential that you're not going towards right now, and I don't know what it looks like you're hurting. You got the Knight of Swords is the Five of Cups, the Four of Cups, and then we do have the Temperance card. I do feel like what it's saying here is like, God, I don't know what's going on with the earth signs. This continuous feeling of not wanting to be the vulnerable one in this situation is going on in the earth signs, and I'm not an earth sign. I do have a Taurus rising. I have a hard time being vulnerable with my love interest. With the world, I'm a lot better at it, right? But with my love interest, I do have a hard time being vulnerable. And it is saying here that if you want this connection, which honestly, it doesn't look like you do, at least to this person, what they see is that you're rejecting this and kind of sitting in a space of, I almost feel like the energy that I'm getting off of it is that you have rejected this because you don't want to get hurt, but that's hurting you even more, right? Because now you're not with them and you're hurt. It's like, that's all I can get off of this, but I do feel like you're really trying to listen to your heart in this situation. I just think at this time you're still not ready to be vulnerable with this person. And vulnerability is mandatory if you want a truly loving connection. I'm going to say the same quote that I said to the last two earth signs is, if you there was an old couple who I don't know, made it like 70 years of marriage or so, long ass marriage, and they, when asked what the trick was, the woman said, never be afraid to be the one who loves more. And in this situation, I do feel like it's a very strong connection. The Ten of Pentacles, the Two of Cups in their energy, and the Ten of Pentacles in the outcome. So far I haven't gotten the total outcome. I feel like it's a very strong connection, but I do feel like it's a lack of vulnerability here. And I don't think either one of you want to be the first to be vulnerable. So I was saying, if it means something to the last earth signs, if it means enough to you, be the one to be vulnerable. First of all, everybody perceives vulnerability as a weakness, but the truth is everybody's scared to do it. So it's really actually strong. It means that you're strong enough to be vulnerable with somebody, right? And you're not going to look weak. You're actually going to look very fucking daring. You're going to let this person know that you're in this. You're going to let them know that you are willing to risk it all to show them that you truly love them. And again, only if you truly love them. Not if you're trying to get something out of them. I'm not recommending you playing games here. But if you truly and deeply love this person from your core, you just know you've been through a lot of different situations in your lifetime. You know that you recognize that this connection can't be felt with just anyone. And the way they make you feel is just different from the way that, but you're not still, for whatever reason, because of that, it seems that you've been unwilling to be vulnerable with this person and truly open up, because you're like, I'd rather sit and wonder for the rest of my life than find out that they don't feel the same for me. No, you think that's the way it is, but it's not. Knowing that they don't feel the same is going to give you a freedom that you didn't recognize you could attain, and a strength for, you put yourself out there vulnerably now when the real deal does come in, because if this person does look like they feel the same, by the way. But let's say you get into a predicament where you put your heart out there vulnerably and it isn't reciprocated, and the person doesn't reciprocate with you. You've strengthened yourself, because now when the real person does come in, you were vulnerable to somebody who broke your damn heart, who didn't reciprocate for you. Now the real deal comes in. It's like easy to share with them your true vulnerable feelings, right? You're like, fuck that. Nothing can hurt worse than what happened last time. And you're going to recognize that it builds your strength, and I feel like it gives you practice on learning how to be vulnerable. Again, we've not been taught how to do this. This is like, we've always been, I don't know, maybe I was talking with you or with Virgo, but we've always been kind of like taught to don't text first, or people have been feeding us bullshit for love advice for years, forever. No, don't be afraid to be the one who texts first. Don't be afraid to text the wrong thing. If you can't be real with this motherfucker, do you want to be with them? Fuck no. So if you have to customize and modify everything that comes out of your fucking mouth with this person isn't for you, period. So be your authentic, true self. Tell them how you truly feel. And if you lose them, it's actually a favor for you. And you get to move forward into, without them, into your future abundance. But again, I do feel like this isn't going to be for everybody. So just note, there's always a risk of getting your heart broken when you're vulnerable with somebody. But the fact that we have been taught not to be vulnerable is why we have a bunch of shitty fucking relationships, or lack thereof, or why we have all these runner-chaser situations. Oh, I shouldn't say anything, so I shouldn't do anything? No, be fucking real. Approach it the right way this time. Don't try to beat around the bush and kind of, what do you think about, what if I liked you? I'm like, no, fuck that. I like you. I love you. I want to be vulnerable with you. I want to tell you how I really feel, because I don't want to risk, I don't want to never have this situation and not know if it's just because I was too afraid to be vulnerable with you. I never saw earth signs as this guarded. I almost feel like this air sign energy on you guys. But maybe earth signs are this guarded. I don't know. I've never dated an earth sign. I've never dated an earth sign. So in the outcome here, 10 of Pentacles, the Death card. I feel like this is something from your past for sure being transformed. And it's saying here that you do need to come into it authentically with patience. So you tell them how you feel, and they're not going to say, hey, let's get married tomorrow. You tell them how you feel, and then you let the creator take over, right? You followed your spirit, you were authentic. There's nothing more you can do in this situation. You let the creator take over from there. Let that person, the truth is they might feel the same and they might never be willing to be vulnerable back. But I almost guarantee you, if this person feels the same for you and you're willing to put yourself out there vulnerably first, that will invite them and make them feel welcome to be vulnerable with you back, okay? That's what I'm getting right now. Again, it could be a Leo, a Scorpio, another Capricorn. Capricorn is very strong. Sagittarius, Gemini. Sagittarius is very strong. Never be afraid to be the one who loves more. Never be afraid to be the one who loves first. Again, our hearts getting broken are not as dreadful or painful as never knowing. Like, it's worth risking a broken heart to have a shot at this connection working well. right? And if it doesn't work well, then I promise you there's something better waiting. But this is in your way right now. This connection is in your way right now. It is either the right connection and you're in your own way, or this connection is in your way from the real connection. Okay? Acceptance. You are ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. So that's what it's saying. Put yourself out there vulnerably. We don't get to choose the outcome. We just get to be honest and authentic. What we get when we're honest and authentic is honesty and authenticity back, okay? Again, this person is either going to they're going to be forced to tell you, no, this isn't what I'm looking for, or they're going to be invited to and feel comfortable being vulnerable back with you. I love you so much, Capricorn, and I will see you next week. Mwah.